It's that time week again. I'm Chef Nicolas, Ganea. Let's just jump into it. We need to talk about this. I'm too excited not to talk about this. This has to be the best sausage I've ever made in my life. No exaggeration. Now, what was so cool about this sausage was that it was just plain turkey. Ground turkey. That's right. No added fat. Now, what I did to these sausages to make them super unique was I grabbed some beets, pureed them into a blender, added some water, and I got some homemade preserved lemons. Then what I did was I grabbed some more preserved lemons because it actually didn't have that flavor that I was looking for, because I cooked it beforehand, because you got to taste it, see how the flavor is. And I cooked it in the pan, and I was like, I need some more preserved lemons to give it that better flavor. What I did was I got some more, chopped it up, and then of course I did add in the liquid into the mix to mix it with my hands. I should mention that. And then added more preserved lemons and confit garlic to give it a lot more flavor. I didn't want to do too much garlic because I didn't want it to be overpowered, of course. And then I just put it into hawk casings and then just made my sausages, which was interesting because it looked like pork sausages because of the color, because the beets were making it look like that. Oh yeah, I should mention, you twist the sausages to make them into the size that you want. Then I grabbed foraged morels. Yeah, foraged. I love it. They're so expensive, but they're mine and free. So what I did was the morels, which was pretty simple. I sauteed them, and I actually got, this one's gonna be a mouthful. So I got blood orange and blood orange zest, chopped that up, added that into the bowl with preserved diced mango, and then added cilantro sauce to it, and I love the flavor of it. That was just so cool. So I used that and deglazed the morels with that, and then added in spinach, and bit by bit, because you know it cooks down a lot, so you have to keep adding more spinach. Then I just plated it, boom 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 ba. Now for the sexy dish, which I was so thrilled that this turned out great. Now first what I did was I wanted to add my own twist to this instead of doing traditional buttermilk, what other people do. So what I did was I got the crema mexicana, and then I added cream to it and loosened it up. I had to add a little water to it because it was pretty thick. And then after I did that, I got my broken down trout and soaked it in that. While that was soaking, I got my oil and I started heating it up so I can have some fryer oil. And then I got just traditional, you know, flour, added that to the bowl, put in my trout. Then I forgot that I had to add spices, so I then added my spices in there, which was a chili rub and some salt. Sataka, something, spice. I don't remember. Side note: don't focus on the ingredients. It's always about the technique and the methods. That's why I tend to always forget what I throw in there. I always remember the technique and if it works out or not. That's why it's always to be curious. Don't always focus on recipes. That's why you never hear me say recipes or give you the recipe, because it's not important. It's never been important. That's why there's so many people that don't cook anymore. I just had to say that out loud. Once I coated my trout, I fried it, and my client got so excited. He looked at it, he's like, wow, that looks really good. Once I fried it, he goes and grabs his fork and knocks over all the fish, which was all good. Once I fried all the fish, what I did was I grabbed Napa cabbage, chopped that up with gailon, and then diced up some tomatoes, sauteed that, and added some spices, the same spices that were in the trout. And then, of course, I boiled some trio quinoa, and then I just plated it up. Boom, 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 ba. Alright, this is smoked rosemary garlic chicken, so we'll just make this quick. I grabbed some garlic, pulsed it, added in chopped up rosemary, put it into the chicken, and then some oil, and then threw it into the smoker for at least 13 minutes. Then I finished in the oven, sliced up cauliflower into the processor, and then on the side grabbed the bowl and added in red pepper paste with some lime, and then let the cauliflower soak in there so it gets all that flavor. And I cooked the cauliflower in the oven, and what I was doing was I wanted it to not get too much color, so I filled up the pan so it would actually steam it, so it wouldn't change the structure of the taste of the food, well, the cauliflower, and it worked out fantastic because when my client tasted it, he was like, wow, this is a very unique flavor. And then just grabbed sauteed mustard greens and ta-da! And then just plated it. Boom, 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 ba. Now for my last dish. Grilled pea vine corn vinaigrette with sliced carrots and cucumber with pea vines. And yeah, that was it. I'm Chef Nicolas Ganea. Don't forget to click the like button if you like this video. And if you want to follow us on our page, you can click this icon over there, which will take you to our page, and just say, hey, I want to follow your page, which we post weekly videos every Wednesday of what we've made for our clients for this week, which is really cool. And if you want to follow my goofy self, of course, you can follow my Instagram right underneath here, and, well, which is at Nicolas Ganea, right? Just type in Nicolas. Which I post stories of what's going on, or being my goofy self. Sometimes it's not always related to cooking, but whatever. And I put little short videos on there as well that maybe you don't see either. You know, there's that. Alright guys, hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you next week. Peace.